rate of the universe, and they just do not agree with each other at all. It's a big problem.
It is not big problem. It is huge problem. And you can't explain that with your God expanding space. There was antique God and like Zeus who create lightning, and you have a God which name is expanding space, and yours God create light redshift in some way, somehow, but you don't have any clue what kind of God yours God it is, this expanding space. And I say you, Dr. Becky, don't ever explain your God with expanding balloon, because this balloon consists separate nuclei of atoms which move in relative to each others, and this movement happening in space. So this three-dimensional space which is nothing, it is just a stage which is nothing, giving possibility for this balloon to expansion, because these separate nuclei of atoms can move in relative to each others. You know, and this movement happening in space. And you can't explain your God expanding space expansion with words or visual way. And you can't make science experiment with your God expanding space. You can't get that space expanding faster or doing anything at all, because space don't emit light or anything at all. You can't get measure. You can't make science experiment and you can't see something happening for this your God expanding space. And I say you, there is no this kind of God like expanding space. Space don't expanding, curving, waving or popping or doing anything at all. It is eternal and infinite three-dimensional stage which is nothing, and only losers explain phenomena with this kind of hocus pocus space. Einstein opened physics Pandora box with this stupid idea that space can curving. Well, Einstein was right that time is relative, but also substance, volume, it is also relative. Nuclei of atoms expanding. Center of nuclei of atoms, there is this kind of congestion areas, traffic areas where is expanding energy, and there's pushing inside more and more this expanding energy. And these expanding traffic areas has to recycling that expanding energy. And when you send one expanding photon, that way there is expanding nuclei of atoms, there's pushing out this expanding dark energy particle like the trillions and trillions, and when this expanding photon interact with this dark energy particle and get this particle expanding so fast that they don't have a time pushing each other's way same way what they expanding, they spawn new expanding electron, and you and astrophysics is thinking about that there was already that electron, but there was not. You create new expanding electrons with expanding light. And that's the way it's going, and this is the keyword theory of everything. Expanding light waves, which is dark for us, interactive with each others and get each other's expanding faster and faster. And that's why expanding light moving faster and faster, same way what matter and light expanding. And because this old expanding light, it is not so fast what our own galaxy group which expanding new expanding light it is. When this expanding light interacts with each other, this new one acceleration, this old expanding light moving speed, and then it's redshifting, stretching, and space don't do anything at all. It is light which expanding, and you already see that it is light which is all redshifted. Not you don't see this kind of God like the expanding space. It's very stupid idea, and only losers explain phenomena with this kind of space which can play tricks. Very stupid idea, and you never going to get that theory of everything if you believe in this kind of stupid idea that space can play tricks. You just Google Savorinen and go read how these expanding galaxies was born very quickly centered to outside, because every single this supermassive concentration was born with own three-dimensional Big Bangs, and these three-dimensional Big Bangs still continue. Supermassive concentration expanding all the time and emit expanding dark matter particles like the trillions and trillions. And when visible universe was very young, this expanding supermassive concentration moving near each other and there's pushing out this expanding dark matter particle, which can move through each other's strong interaction, expansion, and next one, and finally this dark matter particle start expanding so fast that they didn't have a time pushing each other's way, same way what they expanding, and then born new expanding stars, lot of new expanding stars very quickly, without any kind of pulling forces and without this kind of God, like a curve in space. Google Savorinen and go read how universe really works. Einstein was wrong with curving space. Well, right with relative time, but also substance volume, it is also relative. And this is something what Einstein never could figure out, but I figured out that. And go read what kind of this matter really it is and what space is not, because space can't do anything at all. It never was born. It is eternal and infinity, three-dimensional state, which is nothing. Okay, cheers.